A very good morning, folks. It's week 1 in the NFL, and welcome to Bet It, Don't Sweat It. I'm your host, Raph V, along with Brad G, and we're going to be looking and breaking down some of the bets inside the game this week that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at a few key spots, and Brad's going to be bringing you some of his expertise in this area. Brad, tell me about some of the games that you like this week.
Well, first of all, it's great to have football back.
Yes, it is.
So we've taken a look at a lot of the different bets for the different games, and there's a few that pop out at me a lot. The first game that I really like is the Cleveland Brown Tennessee Titan game.
Yeah, should be a lot of action there.
Yeah, everyone's excited to see Cleveland go.
Yep.
I think they're excited. They got Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham. So it looks like they put some real key pieces of the puzzle into that squad. And one of the lines that I like a lot in that is for Cleveland to actually score first. They're at home.
Yeah.
Everyone's jacked up.
Sure.
Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham. I think they're going to want the ball, and they're going to want it early, and they're going to put some points on the board against Tennessee. Even though Tennessee's got a good defense, I think the Browns will be able to move the ball, and they will be the first team to put up some points.
Okay.
So that's at a minus 138 line, but I think that's a solid bet, and I think that their defense as well, should Tennessee get the first kickoff, I think Cleveland can stop them. So I think that Cleveland putting the first points on the board is a solid play.
You know, a lot of people are going to be looking to Cleveland this week as a kind of like a sentimental favorite. You know, they've been in the doghouse for so long, no pun intended. But it looks like a lot of people are going to be putting a lot of money on Cleveland this week. I just wonder sometimes, though, you know, with all the ingredients that they're dropping into the pot, you got Odell Beckham, you got Jarvis Landry, you got Nick Chubb in the backfield. I mean, Baker Mayfield. This team is over the top, superstars now on offense. You know, is there going to be a problem getting the ball? You know what I mean? Like, are these guys going to be arguing, you know? So I'm looking at something right now, like a lot of people are talking Odell Beckham, and I understand that. One of the bets that I like in that game is actually Jarvis Landry actually scoring the first touchdown for them. So, you know, it's plus 900, so you're getting 9-1 on your money if Jarvis actually scores the first touchdown. But I think there's good value there because I think they're going to be double teaming Odell Beckham a lot. And I think that we're going to see a situation to where, you know, Jarvis with his speed might be able to be the key receiver to Baker Mayfield while they're getting double teamed. Now, it's not to say Nick Chubb can't just pop one up over the middle. We've seen him go last year for runs of 45, 65, and 75 yards respectively. But, you know, it's a toss-up, but I'm going to put a little bit of a sprinkle on old Jarvis Landry. Are you okay with that?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that Baker's going to want to throw some touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good bet, and I think
like
being
that,
double teamed.
Yeah.
And Landry may be the guy single covered on the weaker side, and they'll find him.
You got it.
That's a good bet. At plus 900.
It's 9 to 1, and all these bets can be found on our sponsor VIPBets.com. VIPBets.com. Go there right now, and for the promo code that me and Brad are offering up, it's G for free. So the letter G, capital G, number 4. Okay, 4 and free, right? So G for free will get you $1,000 match play, Brad.
That's fantastic.
It's the best in the industry. So basically, if you deposit $1,000, you will get $1,000 match play and 6 times rollover. It's unheard of in the industry, and I tell you what, the people over at VIPBets.com are doing a great job. We got more and more people coming on board with us, and we're getting a lot of feedback on Facebook and other social media avenues that they're telling us that they're really liking what they're seeing there. So check them out, guys. Once again, that's G for free is a promo code for your free $1,000. On to the next game, Brad. I'd like to talk a little bit about. Unfortunately, I know people are going to say, you're a homer, here we go.
Here we go.
But it's the New York Jets, Le'Veon Bell. We have a big year ahead of us. Well, I don't like to bet with my heart, but, Le'Veon's got something to prove. And there's some really good prop bets inside the New York Jets Buffalo Bills game. Now, I know a lot of people out in the Toronto area, they love their Bills, but I'm going to be telling them right now, I have a feeling that it's going to be a big win by the Jets. But the first touchdown of that game, I believe it's going to be scored by Le'Veon Bell. Now, that bet is paying 4.5 to 1, so 450 plus 450 for Le'Veon Bell to score the first touchdown. And I tell you what, if the Jets get the ball and they're inside the 10-yard line, they're giving it to him 3 times. 3 times he'll be running that ball in there.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that he's going to have a huge game. What do you think about that?
I actually like that. I think that if they get anywhere inside the 5-yard line, that he is going to get the ball and he's going to score a touchdown. Not only that, he's a fantastic receiver out of the backfield. So even a 3rd and 6 from the 15, they could throw a little swing pass and he can bust it to the house.
Yeah.
And I do think they want to. He's been out of football for a year. Like you said, he has a lot to prove, and I think they're going to want to get him happy right out of the gate.
He actually said he wants to touch the ball 50 times a game.
He did.
Adam Gase is sitting back, the new head coach of the New York Jets, and year 2 for Sam Darnold, as we know, now Captain Sam, because they made him captain here this year. They had to. He's looking like a young John Elway, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens in his career. But I tell you what, we all know what Le'Veon Bell can do. He's made a lot of people money in fantasy football,
Absolutely.
and I tell you what, looking forward here to this bet here at 450. So plus 450 on Le'Veon Bell. Book it. Bet it. Don't sweat it. Once again, go to VIPBets.com. They have all your action there. G for free is a promo code, and you get your $3,000 rollover.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's talk about our third game.
Yeah, the third game is the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
The line I like in this is the under in the first half of 24, under 24.5 points. You're laying a little bit of money here. It's about a minus 118. But if anyone watched the game on Thursday night between the Packers and the Bears, what you did see is a bit of sloppiness. The offenses are not in sync.
That really wasn't an entertaining game for.
You could say it was good defense, but I thought it was some sloppy play on offense.
I think it comes back to the fact that they bench everybody during the preseason.
Yeah,
so
totally.
what are you really looking at? You're not looking at your starting offense,
No.
are you? So these guys are really, they're running in mud,
right,
as they say, right? So it's
look, running through practice isn't the same as when you got live action where 2 full teams out on the field.
Agree.
So the offenses just aren't quite in sync as of yet. The quarterbacks haven't got all their reps in game form. So I think that 24.5 is a lot of points in the first half. Teams tend to work the clock a little. They're a little slow. They're a little tentative. I think that the defenses aren't bad in that game. So I think that's 3 touchdowns and almost 4 touchdowns for you to cover that in the first half. I think that's a lot. I think teams are a little sloppy, a little slow. I think that that's a good play. I don't see them scoring over 24.5 in a first half, especially in the first game of the year. I know the Rams have a potent offense, but let's face it, Gurley,
Gurley did have some injuries. He did have some injuries, but I mean, we also got to remember too, the quarterback just signed the largest contract in the NFL. Jeff Goff just signed for $131 million with $110 guaranteed. Unheard of numbers, I believe. These are astronomical. You always wonder how the players are going to perform after they sign a huge contract like that. The pressure's off them. Will they perform or will they just sit back? We don't know what's going to happen there. But this is some good insight. Our friends over at Game Changers, who we are working in conjunctly with here, have a lot of great stuff going on with picks from Kelly Kellner and the Joe Madden, the princess of picks, as we like to call her. Looks like they got some great picks for you this weekend. And here at Bet It, Don't Sweat It, we'd like to be offering up a little bit more insight into the inside the game betting, the prop betting. So join us every week. Me and Brad are going to be bringing you 3-4 games, some sweet spots. And one of the other things we're going to be introducing this week, which we don't know how long this is going to last, but we're going to be calling it Brad's Suicide Pick. So we all know that the general sports office bettors out there and the football poolies, they're all in those suicide eliminator type deals. So Brad, this week, what is your eliminator suicide / type no points, no nothing? What is your one pick for the week that you say on the money line? Your life's on the line, suicide pick. It's going to get a lot easier or a lot harder here in a couple of weeks. Sure. But who would it be for week 1?
So my general rule on this is I know guys like to get a little fancy and try to take some teams that they may not think are the best. My strategy is always pick the best team and just survive week 1. Just get through it. And if it was up to me this week, I would take the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's at home against Cincinnati. Cincinnati, no AJ Green,
Yep.
and Seattle may be the hardest stadium to play in the NFL. In the
Plus, they really secured a stronger defense by
Absolutely.
signing Clowney.
Yeah, Jadeveon Clowney, no AJ Green. They got the rookie DK Metcalf going.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson at home. Seattle's a very good home team. Cincinnati, not a huge Andy Dalton fan.
Right,
It's going to be a tough environment. Right?
And also, the bookies are giving it 9.5 points, so it might be an easy play this week. So we're not going to put too much pressure on Brad this week. You know what I mean? It's a pretty easy pick in my books, Seattle.
Hey, stay alive.
But the whole
Stay
game
alive.
of the suicide eliminator type pools is to stay alive and stay alive with us here at Bet It Don't Sweat It. Guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy the money that you're going to make, and make sure you go to VIPBets.com where they have the best rollover, best promo going on. It's a G for free. The letter G, the number 4, free. Okay, so you're going to go there, you're going to put the promo code in, you're going to deposit. Doesn't matter if it's $500, $800, $900, $1,000. You will get a match rollover free play with them. So, you deposit $1,000, now you have $2,000 in your account, guys. So VIPBets.com is where you want to go. And we look forward to seeing you all season long on Bet It Don't Sweat It. And join our friends over at GameChangers.ca. And they're going to be bringing you all the great picks this week and every other week here in the NFL. Have a great day. Enjoy and win some money. Go get them.
All right.